Have you ever wondered if we could dig hundreds of meters deep beneath the soil of China, what would we find? A glittering treasure trove of gold, silver, and jewels, an underground palace filled with deadly traps, or a secret that the entire Qin dynasty tried to conceal for over 2,000 years. In the ancient capital of Xi'an, once the dazzling political center of China's ancient empire, lies one of the greatest and most mysterious monuments ever built by mankind. The mausoleum of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor to unify China. This is not just the resting place of a man. It is a symbol of absolute power, of the fear of death, and the obsession with immortality. An entire world recreated underground, complete with a massive terracotta army, rivers of toxic mercury, and countless unsolved mysteries. Imagine this, a construction project that began when the emperor was just 13 years old, lasting nearly 40 years and mobilizing over 700,000 laborers from across the vast empire. And all of it just to build a world for one dead man. Perhaps no ruler in human history has prepared for death as meticulously as he did, and no monument has sparked as much debate, speculation, and legend as the mausoleum of Qin Shi Huang. Some believe that inside the tomb lies a miniature replica of ancient China, with magnificent palaces, rivers simulated by flowing mercury, and a ceiling inlaid with jewels to recreate a starry sky. But others whisper of curses guarding its secrets, that whoever dares to open its hidden door will face dire consequences, that beneath the earth lie mechanical traps designed to kill any intruder, even 2,000 years later. And the strangest thing, despite all we know about this tomb, its very core, the actual burial chamber, has never been excavated. Why? Because even modern archaeologists dare not. So what truly lies beneath the earth? Why has China, a country with world-leading archaeological technology, chosen not to excavate it? Is it for preservation? Or is it because they fear something we don't yet understand? In today's video, we'll follow the traces of history, archaeology, and legend to open the door leading underground, where Qin Shi Huang once believed he would live forever alongside his empire. This is a journey connecting past and present, faith and fear, myth and truth. And if you think this is just an ordinary ancient tomb, brace yourself, because what you're about to discover will make you see history in a completely different light. What do you think about excavating this tomb? Is it a grand exploration, or an act of violating a sacred world that should remain untouched for eternity? To understand why Qin Shi Huang built such a colossal mausoleum, we must travel back in time to the brutal era of the Warring States period, a time of deep suspicion, endless warfare between rival kingdoms, and political schemes fueled by boundless ambition. Born into this chaos, the boy Wang Zheng, son of the exiled Prince Zichu, did not grow up in the comfort of a royal palace. His childhood was marked by fear of assassination, betrayal, and the constant struggle to survive. It was during these turbulent years that a fierce desire took root in him, to unify the land, seize absolute power, and ensure that no one could ever threaten him again. At just 13 years old, Wang Zheng ascended the throne of Qin and embarked on an unprecedented mission, to conquer all 6 rival states in just 10 years. By 221 BCE, China was unified for the first time, and he became Qin Shi Huang, the first man to bear the title of emperor. But military conquest alone did not satisfy him. Absolute power seemed only the beginning of a far greater obsession, the obsession with immortality. According to historical records like Sima Qian's records of the Grand Historian, Han Dynasty texts, and folk legends, Qin Shi Huang once sent dozens of expeditions, carrying hundreds of young boys and girls to search for the mythical 3 immortal islands. Pinglai, Fangzheng, and Yingzhou. It was believed that these islands were home to immortal beings. He also believed that consuming elixirs made from sulfur, mercury, and other toxic metals, substances modern science now recognizes as deadly, could prolong his life. But what is even more chilling is that when he realized immortality might be unattainable, he sought another way to live forever, through an underground empire, a meticulously crafted universe where his soul would continue to reign as emperor. This was the true purpose behind the mausoleum of Qin Shi Huang. Construction began in 247 BCE, the very year he took the throne, at Mount Lei, near the Qin capital of Xianyang, modern-day Shanxi province. For the next 38 years, an estimated 700,000 laborers from conquered lands were forced to work on the project. Key points about the mausoleum. It was not just a tomb, but a miniature world. The mausoleum was designed as a microcosm of Qin Shi Huang's empire. It contained underground palaces, corridors, scaled-down models of China's rivers and mountains, and most famously, rivers of mercury. Modern archaeological surveys have detected abnormally high mercury levels at the tomb's center, matching Sima Qian's ancient descriptions. Power manifested through control over death. Qin Shi Huang sought to rule not just in life, but in death. His underground army, the Terracotta Warriors, consisting of nearly 8,000 life-sized statues, was meant to guard him eternally. Some researchers believe these figures may have been modeled after real soldiers and officials who served him. Secrets guarded by blood. Legend says that after construction was completed, thousands of workers, engineers, and craftsmen were sealed inside or executed to ensure no one could reveal the tomb's true layout. This was not just brutality, it was a declaration that Qin Shi Huang's world was not meant for mortals. Faith and existential crisis. Despite ruling the known world, Qin Shi Huang was still human, and like all humans, he feared death. But instead of accepting it, he fought it with power, architecture, and myth. This makes him both terrifying and deeply human. A question for you: what is more frightening, an emperor who seeks to live forever, or one who cannot accept his own mortality? In the next part, we will step into the heart of the mausoleum, where the silent yet lifelike terracotta army stands guard over an emperor who never wanted to wake from his eternal slumber. If an underground world existed, what would it need to maintain order? Qin Shi Huang's answer was an army. On a spring day in 1974, in the arid outskirts of Xi'an, a group of farmers digging a well struck something strange: fragments of ancient pottery. At first, they thought they had found old jars, but as they brushed away the dust, a clay head emerged, then shoulders, then a torso, a life-sized soldier clad in armor. None of them could have imagined that this accidental discovery would become one of the greatest archaeological finds of the 20th century. The Terracotta Army, the silent guardians of Qin Shi Huang's mausoleum. To this day, over 8,000 terracotta warriors have been unearthed, meticulously arranged in military formations: infantry, archers, cavalry, charioteers, and generals. Each statue is unique, with distinct facial expressions, hairstyles, and even subtle wrinkles. Some researchers believe these figures were modeled after real Qin soldiers, immortalized in clay. 4 mysteries of the Terracotta Army. Every face tells a story. No two warriors share the same expression. Some frown with determination, others gaze into the distance. Why did ancient artisans painstakingly craft each one with individuality? Was it merely artistic mastery, or a spiritual ritual to trap souls within the statues? The fading colors of time. Originally, the warriors were vibrantly painted: crimson red, jade blue, emerald green, and gold. But upon excavation, the pigments crumbled within seconds of exposure to air. This forced archaeologists to halt excavations in some areas, waiting for future technology to better preserve these lost colors. Weapons that defy time. Alongside the army, bronze swords, crossbows, and arrowheads were found in near-perfect condition. Some blades remain razor-sharp, a testament to the Qin dynasty's advanced metallurgy, 2,000 years ahead of its time. An army for the afterlife. This was no symbolic display. Ancient Chinese believed the dead needed protection from vengeful spirits and supernatural forces. The Terracotta Army was Qin Shi Huang's way of maintaining eternal order, proving his power would endure even in death. Gazing at these thousands of hollow-eyed soldiers, frozen in time yet eerily lifelike, one can't help but shudder. They are silent yet present, motionless yet guarding, and above all, they are proof of a mad emperor's dream. That order must reign not just in the living world, but in the afterlife as well. A question for you: if you stood before this army today, what would you feel? Awe for an ancient civilization, or dread for a power that still lingers after 2,000 years? In the next part, we will venture into the unexcavated heart of the tomb, where rivers of mercury and deadly booby traps are said to await. Are these myths or terrifying realities? Though we've uncovered thousands of terracotta warriors, artifacts, and underground structures around Qin Shi Huang's mausoleum, one mystery remains untouched: the tomb's central chamber, where the emperor himself is said to rest. Why has it never been opened? At the heart of the complex, Sima Qian's records of the Grand Historian describes a massive circular burial vault, sealed beneath layers of compacted earth and stone. This is believed to house Qin Shi Huang's remains, the beating heart of the entire necropolis. legends speak of a replica palace mirroring his legendary Epeng Palace, rivers of flowing mercury encircling artificial mountains. A ceiling inlaid with jewels to mimic the night sky, and most chillingly, deadly mechanical traps waiting to strike. 5 reasons the tomb remains sealed. 1. The Mercury mystery, myth or reality. For centuries, the mercury rivers were dismissed as folklore, but modern tests reveal alarmingly high mercury concentrations in the soil above the tomb's core, matching Sima Qian's 2,000-year-old accounts. Questions linger. How did the Qin dynasty liquefy and circulate mercury on such a scale? Was it meant to symbolize China's rivers or to poison intruders? 2. Death traps, ancient engineering or exaggeration. Sima Qian warned of crossbow traps triggered by trespassers. While skeptics doubted ancient tech could last millennia, discoveries in other tombs prove the Qin mastered pressure plates and spring mechanisms. If real, these traps have waited 2,200 years for their first victim. 3. The ethical dilemma. China, despite its archaeological prowess, refuses to excavate. The reasons aren't just technical, spiritual fears. Disturbing the emperor's rest could invite catastrophe. Moral debates: should science override respect for the dead? For the race against time. Once exposed, the tomb's paint, silk, organic remains, even the emperor's body, could decay within hours. Current technology can't preserve such fragile relics perfectly. To excavate might be to destroy. 5. A political symbol. Qin Shi Huang, for all his brutality, symbolizes China's unification and imperial might. Leaving his tomb untouched is both a cultural statement and a nod to national identity. Final question for you: if the decision were yours, would you unearth history's greatest secret or let the past stay buried? In the final installment, we'll unravel the tomb's ultimate paradox, how a monument to eternal power became a prison for the emperor's deepest fears, and why some doors, once opened, can never be closed. Standing before the grand narrative of Qin Shi Huang's mausoleum, one feels both awe and unease. Is this a testament to an empire's glory, or a mirror reflecting one man's terror of oblivion, a cultural paradox? Masterpiece and mass grave. The tomb is a fusion of technological brilliance and spiritual obsession. Its geomancy, materials, and simulated armies blend art, power, and belief into a single vision. Yet it's also a monument built on blood. Nearly 1 million conscripted laborers, many never returning home, were sacrificed to one man's delusion of eternity. Modern excavations reveal shockingly few remains near the tomb's core, fueling theories of mass executions or hidden burial pits. The haunting question: how many souls were silenced to guard a dead emperor's secrets? 2. A message carved in stone: power beyond death. Qin Shi Huang left no will, but his tomb is his manifesto. To future rulers it whispers: you may conquer the world, but death conquers you. Prepare for it as if it were just another kingdom to rule. This isn't a tomb, it's a shadow empire complete with armies, rivers, and palaces, a desperate bid to extend sovereignty into the afterlife. 3. The unreachable core: why science hesitates. In 2020, Chinese scientists detected a vast underground void beneath the tomb using muon tomography. Yet no one dared venture further. The barriers aren't just technical. Lethal mercury levels 100x above safe limits, structural fragility risking collapse, and unspoken dread: some doors once opened cannot be closed. 4. Global echoes. Tombs that speak across time. Compare this to other legendary burials: Tutankhamun's curse, Egypt; Genghis Khan's lost grave, Mongolia; Alexander's vanished sarcophagus, Macedonia. Yet Qin's tomb is unique, known but untouched. Its power lies in what remains unseen. 5. The modern parallel: digital immortality. Today we build our own tombs, social media legacies, AI consciousness uploads, cryogenic preservation, the irony. We mock Qin's mercury rivers while injecting nanoparticles to cheat death. Have we evolved or just upgraded the delusion? Final challenge to you: imagine standing at the tomb's sealed entrance. Before you,